Boom, boom. Doo-doo. 32 fans. Let them all know. We are live. Once again, I was waiting for like 7 minutes for Tori to get ready. But we're glad to be here. See if we can get to the point where we're not cutting off Pete's hair. What's up? Who's White Shadow? I know who you are, bro. I'm just playing with you. Good seeing you, dude. We're going to learn a lot about this guy today, man. By the way, I'm dressed in a fancy shirt because I just wanted to look awkward for YouNow. I'm probably the only person on the entire platform that's wearing like a button-down shirt. I have a meeting right after this, so. What's up, Tori? Yeah, if you could dress up, that would be awesome, White Shadow. Let's rock it, dude. White Shadow's coming in. It's weird when like you've got like a straight connection to the green room. White Shadow's like, oh my God, don't freak him out. White Shadow thought this was not a weird live stream. But right now he's going, what could I do to get out of this? What could I say? Can everybody hear me okay? Oh, hold on. You don't have any formal clothes. What is Pete doing right now? So every time we do this stream, about 4 minutes in, I go, oh, wait a minute. I don't have my earbuds in. And then what's going to happen is I go, and it freezes me for like 30 seconds while I'm putting my earbuds in. Dude, you got to dress like you mean it. What if, do you have just like an all white outfit to go with your name? Just be like, ooh. Winter clothes, 40 Celsius. That's a lot of math. Yeah, floral shirt. Yeah, man. Can you rock that floral shirt? Oh, Tori's creeping on you, dude. It's called research, but it's just creeping. Research. What's up, Tori? Man, I feel like I haven't like seen you since a week ago. It's been a crazy week probably for both of us. This was probably the first week that it was like everyone's trying to get back to business as normal in my world, and like it's just not business as normal. So I feel like it's trying to get a lot of stuff done. It's been a minute. Have they what? Oh. Yeah, things have been busy, man. Things have been busy. Tori, did you hear that Yeba track that I sent you this morning? Or are you too busy for that? Are you doing research? Did you like it? Thanks, White Shadow. White Shadow, yeah! That probably sounded really freakish through these guys. Not that my voice is freakish. It is a little bit. Hey, White Shadow, do you do beatboxing? Crickets. Let's, yeah, I know. So one of the things that I want to do, like next step in the tech circle, dope, let's do this. I want, number one, I want to have like music in the background, which seems like something a lot of people are doing. Can't be that hard. For Tori, for me it would be. And the other thing is I want to figure out a way to do collabs in real time. And I feel like that's where the shit is, right? White Shadow, what do you think? I know. That's what I'm saying. The latency is the issue, but I'm sure there's ways of doing it. I'm absolutely positive. Maybe you use like a different, what's this session thing? Session thing that you were mentioning in one of your live streams? Not that I wasn't doing research. I was doing some research. I want to know what that is. I want to know what people are doing. I mean, like collabs, like creative musical collabs. I mean, like two people in different parts of the world creating music. Dope. That sounds good. I want to hear about this sessions thing. There's a couple things that I've been talking to people about. What's up, Vidi? Vidi. Do you have? I know. What's up, Vidi? Am I saying your name even remotely correct? Even remotely? Even like in the same time zone? Like 10:30? Dope. It's good to hear. So, yeah, there's a couple of platforms that I like. The next round of this stuff, I want to get some people in from different platforms, like DAW platforms. So maybe it's Avid, maybe it's Sessions, whatever the hell that is. Maybe it's Audio Movers, maybe it's Session Wire. I want to look at some things to figure out how music can be made, and I kind of like the fact that it's a little bit of the bleeding edge, because I know it doesn't work quite as well as people want it to right now, but I think that's where the opportunity is. Do you agree? Disagree? If you really, really disagree with me, give me lots of likes. What's up, Tanisha? So what are we doing today? What is this? Why am I wearing a shirt, like a nice shirt? I mean, I don't think you're allowed to not wear a shirt on YouNow. So this show, it's not even really a show, it's a live stream. But somewhere in the dark recesses of my mind, I think of it as a show. Thank you for inviting some friends over, Tanisha. So, and I see music in your name. Are you an artist or a musician? So this live stream is basically so that as creative people that love music, that work in music, that make music, we can learn about the best ways we can create on live streaming. I feel like right now it's sort of getting a lot of attention, and people are looking at it, and there's this sort of knee-jerk reaction to it right now, which is cool. People are trying it out, myself included. If you're wondering, wow, this guy doesn't seem like he knows what he's doing. We don't. I don't. Tori knows, but I don't. So I want to collectively start to learn what is cool about this platform in a musical sense, what people like. Somewhat. What do you mean, Tori? So, oh, you mean, so you're coming on in about 15, bro. Oh, it's dinner time. Nice. I like that. What's for dinner, man? What do you guys do for dinner? Yeah, snack it up, man. Carb it up. South Indian cuisine, which sounds really good, but I don't know what that even means. Does that mean like chutney? Does that mean like dal? Does that mean like you're using that steamer? You know what I'm talking about? That's what we have. So like you've got the rice cooker, which is like the Asian style rice cooker, and then you've got that like steamer. Oh, I love me some dal, man. You know what I'm talking about with the steamer? I don't know if it's the same thing in India, but like here, there's a place in LA, Tori, I don't know if you know this place. It's called Indian Sweets and Spices. And it's one of those places where you know it's legit because it's like a store, like a grocery store about the size of like a living room, and a restaurant, like in the same place. So you know, like, okay, these guys are for real. And like you could buy rice in bags, like you're feeding a horse with it. And it's on, I want to say it's in Culver City, somewhere around that area. And it's really, really, really good. And they, you know, you can buy these like steamers where you put, you know, like beans and stuff in there, and then it steam cooks it really fast. Oh, you're getting some dinner. You're getting some dinner, man. Sounds like White Shadow's getting a little, he's getting hungry, man. He's getting that hangry. Are you getting hangry? Do you have your guitar with you, dude? If you have a guitar and a nice shirt and a tie on, we'll put you on right now. It's 10:30 here? You're full of what? It's not 10:30. I ain't got a tie. Yeah, man, let's bring him on early. Let's bring him on early so we can hear some music and find out what he's up to. You guys down? I want to see he's in here too. Who we got? Word. Okay. Let's Shadow, you ready to do this, man? Ready. Let's roll. Let's try that again. Shadow, do the hand for me, man. Give me that hand. Put your hand up, bro. There he is.
Yay.
What's up, Shadow?
Nothing much, bro. Just like waiting on dinner, to be honest.
Are you
I had lunch
hungry
too.
as F?
I would say that, yeah, but because like I had lunch too early today, and like I haven't had.
Oh, yeah. And it's 10:30, which is late as hell.
Yeah, for dinner
I would be breaking down, and you're a pretty skinny dude, so you're probably like, you're hungry, dude. You're like, dude, I need it.
Yeah, that is right. I look skinny, but I eat like an elephant, to be honest.
That's good. That's good.
That is.
There's some people eating like an elephant.
That is right. There's some people who just can't, eat that much, and they just complain like, every time they be eating just a burger,
like
and they'll
they'll
just gain some weight. So
yeah.
That's what's up. So, I mean, no matter how much I eat, I just don't gain weight that much. I'm pretty sure.
That's because of your guitar technique, dude. It's crazy cardio. It's crazy, man.
That is right. I also play some soccer and other sports.
So if you were trying to train someone on how to play guitar, like White Shadow, what would be your first lesson? What would be your first class?
Oh, definitely the basics. Finger movement, always.
Like this?
Yeah, the finger movement is really important. You gotta get your hands need to get freed up. They just need to get moving before you can do chords, before you can do strumming patterns. You need to have your fingers ready for that stuff. So yeah.
Do you think more melodically or more like chords and harmony?
Just simple notes to get your fingers moving. If somebody is a total beginner, I would advise him I would just give him some finger exercises to get their fingers moving pretty quick. They just open up, stretching exercises. You got your movement, you got different things on. So I would just give them exercises, to be honest.
Yep. So you have a nylon string guitar, right?
Say what? Yeah, that's right.
Nylon string guitar?
Uh-huh.
Right on. So did you learn everything that you know from YouTube?
That's true as well.
You never sat down with a guitar teacher at any point in your life? Do you have anyone in your family that plays or anyone like?
Nope.
Really? It's crazy. That's amazing.
Yo, I always had this, drive. Like my biggest problem and my biggest strength is that whenever I start doing something new, like I just have to get better at it. And not as in like an average kind of better, but like, just like really
insane
kind of, you could say that. So like everything I do, like I kind of try and, be at the better edge of it. So that is why I do a lot of things. And not boasting, but I do pretty well.
So you dive in deep. You're like,
That
you
is
just
right.
get into it. So how long have you been
Yep.
playing guitar?
For 7 years.
That's a long time.
That is a long time.
And how
That
many
is a long
days,
time.
how many hours a day do you think you put in, or hours a week?
Oh, depends. Like sometimes I put in 12 hours. Sometimes I just keep on playing. Like
Yeah.
it just really depends on the amount of time I have, the mood, things I got to do. Like some days I don't have anything. I just watch sunset. When I was back in my hometown, I used to grab my guitar, go up to my rooftop. I would just play from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. I would just play and play and just keep
Wow.
on doing it because that was fun. Because the only thing that inspires me more than music is the nature. So I would just stay in nature all day.
So what part of India are you? Do you have like cool, I saw one picture of you that was pretty epic. I don't know if that's near where you live, but like what part of India do you live?
Oh wow, you guys have done a lot of research.
I just saw a picture of you on Instagram and you're like, you look like in the middle of a mountain. And I'm like, I want to be there.
Yeah,
That
that
was the
was like
extent.
at the very edge. I'm not gonna lie, but those are the things that kind of give you the adrenaline rush, and that is what I'm looking
And
for
you
in
bring
life.
those back, even if you're not there all the time, you carry it with you, right?
That is right. Exactly.
You
Exactly.
wrote a song about being on top of the roof, I want to say.
What?
Didn't
Bruh,
you?
Adrenaline Rush? Is that the song you're talking about?
Maybe. There was one where it was
So
like you
you
were
saw it
talking
on
about
my story highlights?
what? What did you say? Story
Like
highlights?
the highlight things on Instagram?
I think I just heard a song of yours that had something about like I'm chilling on the roof and I'm like looking out and I was like, okay, that's cool.
Oh, okay.
Recent
Oh,
song that you did? I don't know. Am I making that up? I could be making this
no,
up.
no, you're not making that up, but I think you're kind of onto something. I think that song is called "If We Could Stay This Way," and that is
Let's
the
see.
song I was planning on playing here, to be honest, because like that is a song that makes me really happy. It just talks about what I like to do and how I feed off of nature, write more songs about it, and how everything is just chill right now. That's what I would say.
And everything is what?
Just super chill because
Oh, super
nature is
chill right
healing,
now.
right? Because the country is locked down, and you know how Delhi and pollution, like it's
Mm.
one of the biggest polluted cities. So I mean, that's what's up, and like the fact that there's no cars moving around is just so awesome, and the nature is healing every
Mm.
day. You can actually see stars. Like we can actually see stars. That might come as like kind of yeah. I mean, everybody sees stars, but not in Delhi. They don't.
Not in
So that's
LA, they don't know. Or it's not as bad here as it is in Delhi, but I know what you're talking about. And the weird thing is like the last couple of weeks when I walk out, it's spring here, like it is there. And
uh-huh.
it's fucking spring, man. Like all the flowers, all the trees, you see like life. And it's just kind of
That's
interesting,
right.
like juxtaposition. Like there's so much kind of like everyone's
It's
kind of
really
frozen
vibrant.
right now and confused and like and then outside of nature it's on full blast you
Heck
know
yeah. That's what's
and
up.
I never thought about it that way until you just said it, but like nature's probably getting like a breath. It's like like
Nature is finally
these guys
breathing.
aren't,
Animals
yeah,
are out of the
totally,
cage and we are in the cages.
for sure. So
Heck yeah.
dude, you want to play a song? You want to sort of, I mean, so we have Amina came in. You might have some friends that are joining us that know you already. Let me just tee up a little bit for anyone that just popped in, like what we are and what this is, what we're trying to do with different artists that we come on, so everybody kind of knows like what we're listening to. And
Uh-huh.
then I want to pass the mic over to you and let you play a song.
Sure. Before you
Um,
do that, I just
yeah.
like to answer your original question. I'm from the north part of Delhi, like not super north, but like kind of in between north and northeast. But
Cool.
right now I'm in north because I'm in Delhi. It's the country's capital.
And before I even get into that, there's one more question I want to ask you, which is like,
Uh-huh.
in with music, like, is there a it's it's maybe it's an easy question for you to answer, maybe it's a hard question for you to answer, I don't know, but like musically, what would you
Mhm.
like to be doing? Like, do you see yourself as, do you want to be an artist? Do you want to collab with people? Do you want to produce? Do you want to work with producers? Do you want to just like keep writing and creating on live stream and just do your thing? Like, do you have a place you want to be moving to?
Yep.
Or are you just looking?
I do production. I
Yeah.
mix, master.
Dope.
I write songs, rap, freestyle. So I have all that stuff going around, but I tried all that. I had a taste of everything. I still do production. I have produced. If you've heard, my latest song is called On My Own. It's
I
like the
have.
longest song I've, yeah. So like it just really gives you the you know, orchestral vibes. Just it's
That's my
really
favorite
interesting
song.
stuff.
That's my favorite song that you've produced. My second favorite song of yours is the really, it's the guitar melodic thing that you've performed a few times, but I don't think you've actually recorded it. You know
Uh-huh.
which one I'm talking?
Some flamenco vibes kind of thing.
No, not the flamenco one. The one that you always tee up and you're like, this one's super mellow.
Nostalgia, maybe the slow song.
Nostalgia.
There we go.
Beautiful, dude. That could be a soundtrack. That could be like a soundtrack
Thank
for like an anime movie, dude. Like it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
You know?
But
So
I would love to say that it's mine, but it's not, because it's
oh,
actually a composition of an artist called Sangha Jung. I don't know how he says his name, but it's Sunghajung. That guy's a god, honestly.
yeah.
That guy is so smooth. I can't ever.
But the way you play it is also amazing, and it's very sort of like minimal, and it's really, really cool.
Thank you.
So
Appreciate it.
so you have like all of these things that you kind of have learned, and
Mm-hmm.
so do you feel like the most recent song that you finished is like a
Mm-hmm.
good example of kind of like what you want to be doing, like that sort of like producing your own stuff and just putting out music, putting out singles?
You know, I do want to put out music, but the thing is, production to me is really technical now,
Yeah.
and I want to be just. I really want to be more free. I want to just, you know, go. Because I always make songs out in the nature. Always, if I'm writing a song, I'm out in the nature. I'm watching the sunset, watching the clouds, the sky, anything. But to be honest, I see myself as a singer-songwriter, not as a producer. Now that I have learned production and stuff, I can do it, but I've kind of lost interest because it just really takes a lot of time, I would say. And it's not that I'm not willing to put in the time. It's the fact that I have a natural talent for songwriting, and, you know, I have that flow, I have that thing in me. But production, you know, I think a lot of people can do, even if they're not musically talented, you know, because at times the creativity does pay off, but you can get a lot about production. You know, you can learn a lot about production just by the theory of it. But I just really want to be a
What's up,
singer
Annie?
songwriter, keep on writing songs every day.
It's
That's my
cool that
goal right now.
it's cool that you've tried it and you've done it, and now you know, like I'm more of an artist and a singer-songwriter,
That is right.
which is awesome. I actually, one of the reasons I just went to my phone for a second is there's a so are you interested in working with producers? Would you like for someone else to be helping you record and produce stuff?
It would mean everything to me, I swear. I'm just looking for an opportunity. Like, I really want to get out of this place. Not that I have any hate towards this place. It's just that I respect everything, but this is not where I belong. I don't feel like
Where
myself
do you
here.
belong?
So,
Where do you want to be?
like, somewhere, you know, just like I'm really into the street art, street style performing thing, the street fashion. I'm really like into raw stuff. So when I watch videos of people just, you know, out in the streets performing, they're not like, you know, it's really nothing professional,
Oh,
like
Tori's right.
studio kind of stuff. It just gives me chills. And like, I would love to busk. We can't busk here. There's like, it's so messed up. We can't, but I would
Legally, you
love to
mean?
busk.
Oh, you mean just because of the situation right now, or legally you can't in Delhi?
No, legally, I'm not sure. A lot of people do, but like, they don't get the same attention
I see.
that they
It
do
doesn't really
outside
work.
they deserve. It doesn't really work. That is what's
Okay.
up.
Yeah, yeah.
And people are not really appreciative of art as much as they are outside. And you can tell by the accent, I don't have an Indian accent. It's just that because I've been growing up with all these movies, the songs and stuff, and languages and accents come easy to me, so I've been adapting myself, and I think it's kind of helped me bond with, you guys, native speakers, and I think it's just dope that I like to stand out, to be honest. So, but I really want to go outside somewhere in Spain. I've never been to a beach, and that I cry myself. I cry every day, because I tell that to myself that I've never been to a beach. But then I always say one day, someday,
Where would you
somewhere.
like to go? But like, do you want to go to New York? Do you want to go to LA? Do you want to go to Madrid? Do you want to go to the UK? Where do you want to go? London?
I mean, anywhere there's opportunity, I could go. USA, Spain, easy. Like, because I'm learning languages as well. I speak Spanish quite well, I would say, because now that I'm in the second year, I'm almost done.
¿Hablas español?
Sí, por supuesto.
¿Y dónde aprendiste? ¿En la escuela?
No, estoy estudiando español en la Universidad de Delhi ahora.
Ah, muy bien.
Gracias.
Cool. So you if you were going to just pick a city right now, we could get you there, and you could just stay there for a year and do your thing, busking, and like work with people and do your thing. Like, if you had to pick right now, just don't think, what city would it be?
Barcelona.
Do you know anyone in Barcelona?
I wish I did. I don't. I really don't.
I know some people in Spain. I don't know if they're in Barcelona or not.
Anywhere in Spain, anywhere outside, just anywhere, a place with opportunities works for me, to be honest. I'm just really hoping and willing to grab onto whatever rope life has to throw at me.
For sure. I think you might do well either in New York or LA. Do you feel like you have an attraction to either city? And you have to say LA just because we're in LA. We don't really.
Heck yeah. I mean, I could do it anywhere. I just need that, that kind of attention, that kind of people, that kind of desire, that kind of hunger. If I get it anywhere, I'm willing to go down.
They're very different. So like, the reason that I mentioned those two cities is like, New York's got that gritty urban street art, like busk mentality, like go out there and win people over one at a time, playing in the subway, all that shit. It's a very culturally rich, but kind of grimy vibe. And it's really, really awesome, but it's expensive as hell. It's super competitive, and it's saturated. Then you have LA, which is almost the exact opposite. It's very like entertainment industry-ish, a lot of pop music. The reason that I like LA is because like you've got this EDM sort of pop singer-songwriter.
That's what I'm into.
I can come and bring that great song you're looking for, and that's kind of an LA mentality. So I think I know this sounds crazy, but I've done shit like this. Like, I went to Brazil and lived there for a year. I went to Santiago, Chile, and lived there for a year. Like, I'm not saying something that I haven't done and don't believe in and haven't told people. One of the guys I don't know if he's on here at the moment, but Riziere, are you on here? No, unfortunately he's not, but he was on the last one. Riziere came from Santiago, Chile to LA. Like, what I'm telling you, it's not going back. That's all right. Isn't something that I haven't seen happen and work. And I've known you for all of 20 minutes. You would do fine if you just graduate, whatever, do your thing. So you have your degree. You have like 2 more years or something like that.
1 year.
Right? 1 year left. Okay, so get the degree, because why not? It'll help later if, it'll help with visas. It'll help with shit like that. And then just fucking go. And your parents are going to hate me for saying that, or your family, whoever, your girlfriend, whoever the hell it is.
I love you for saying that.
But like, I'm telling you that, not everyone can do that. I actually worked as an admissions director for almost 3 years for a music production school here in LA. And I had a lot of people come from outside of the country.
Wow.
A lot of people that came from Spanish speaking countries. We had a gentleman named Ativ who came from India, I think from Delhi. I want to connect you to, like, straight away.
Please.
Tori was watching me when you said something about I'd love to work with producers, and I was like, pow, 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 pow. And she's like, oh shit, he's thinking right now. I was thinking Ativ. There's a couple other people. Like, I would love to introduce you to people who are capable and respectful and would understand your music and are polished enough in what they're doing that they'd be able to say, like, take you from like where you are to just like a little bit, they're not way up here to where they're like, yo man, I need, 10 grand a song and this and that.
Yeah.
but people that would be good for you and that you could collaborate with. But
I'm
to
willing to
get back to
grind.
my point, like sometimes, if you have that insight, that's why I was asking you, like, where do you want to go? Because sometimes and you're the only one that knows it. And if you say to
Yeah.
anybody that wouldn't understand it, they're like, why would you
Uh-huh.
even want to go there? You don't
True.
necessarily know why, but
Uh-huh.
you know you need to go here or there. You need to go one of these places. So like when that opportunity opens itself up, those are the reasons why later on in life people go, wow, dude, you're so lucky. You got this opportunity. Yeah, I just moved there. And like sometimes you just have to move
That's
into it.
right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think just from what little I picked up, there's a reason why I invited you. Like this is 5 weeks old. We just started doing this. The people we have invited so far, like Emma McGann, Sherry Hugh, like Matt Walden, these are all accomplished artists who have done a lot of bigger
I appreciate
things,
you, man.
right? The reason I brought you on is because like I watched your performances and I can tell like you're fucking willing to get in there and do it. And even weird
Damn.
things, like I'll give you a moment that was the moment I decided we needed to have you on. I was watching, I forget the interaction, but there was a guy, I want to say he has either an Australian accent or a British accent, and he had you
Mm-hmm.
on. Wait, I'm mixing up stories now, maybe.
Dino?
But yeah, and he was like, he was talking about shit, and then you're like, yo man, like I hope you get like tons of followers today. I hope you make a ton of money. And he was like, no man, no. And you were like giving him like props and love. And then people that were following were giving you likes for what you were saying. And they were like, yo, dude, I
Oh, for
like that
real?
guy because he's hungry. And then you were like, dude, I go on like 3 times a day on different time slots because that's what I have to do. I adjusted my sleep schedule. And I'm like, sold. That guy needs to be on our show because
Wow.
you're just getting into this, but like you have the right mojo up here. And so
Uh-huh.
I will find it very interesting in a year or two. People will be like, oh, damn, he had White Shadow. They had White Shadow on like back in 20, like
Hey,
nobody even knew at that point, right?
hey, I
Because
appreciate you,
most
man.
people don't have
Uh,
that grit. They just think, oh, they'd rather just write in their room and, you know, like think about it. And then years later they go, oh, well, maybe it didn't work out.
Oh, so you mean Tom Sicko, that
Probably.
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has the piano, he has the guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tom
super
Sicko.
chill. He had like a guitar and he was like, yo, man, what's
He
going on? And I was
freestyles.
like, I like this. Yeah. And I liked the vibe. I just thought like, wow, that's interesting. You're like, this dude's hungry
I am
and you're
hungry. I
talented.
swear. I'm willing to grab any line life is willing to throw at me. Like I would do it. Uh,
Yeah.
I'll tell
So
you this. I'm learning Spanish right now, and I'm holding on to it, even though I know I want to do music. Because I'll tell you what. So I was crazy into sports. Hold on. Can I just put my guitar for a minute?
yeah.
So I was crazy into sports. Like I was a sports guy. I was a badass athlete. I played football. I played table tennis, basketball, cricket, volleyball, badminton. I've played most of them. I was actually the captain of my team, football team. We've won national level tournaments here. I've played nationals in table tennis. I've played states in basketball and badminton and stuff. And I played district levels in cricket and volleyball. I was bad into sports, crazy, crazy. I was into athletics. You know, I'm 6'3", so that helped with the high jumps, long jumps, triple jumps. I used to do
Yeah.
marathons, sprints, everything. I was like so involved in everything in my school. You would not believe this, but I did 13 years of schooling. I did not miss one day of class in 13 years. And I was given a special award for that at the end of my final year. Like nobody's ever done that. I used to go to
Hmm.
school every day, every day. That
Yeah.
was like the best point. And when I left, you know, school came to the city, the capital, I was kind of confused because look, I studied biology. It was mostly like most likely that I was gonna pursue a medical, you know, kind of stream, medical kind of area, you
Career.
know.
Yeah.
That is right, career. Sorry. So I did not choose because that is not what I wanted to do. But I did it for the sake of my parents because you know how Indian parents are. It's either engineering or it's either medical. Like
Right.
it is what it is. So I did that. Then I thought I'm not doing
What's up,
this,
Yuma?
and my parents were like, "You gotta do something. Like you have." I was getting into music that time, and I was not this deep into music. Now I'm balls deep into music, but at that time I was not. So
Yeah.
my next line was languages because languages and words came easy to me, accents came easy to me. So I thought, yeah, why not? So I decided to pursue languages. I'm studying Spanish, French, and Portuguese right now, and
Fala português?
pouco, não muito.
Tá bem. Tá bom, tá
It's
bom.
my
É muito parecido ao espanhol, né?
okay.
É muito parecido a espanhol.
Sí,
It's
I'll say
very
that in
similar to
Spanish
Spanish.
porque estoy acostumbrado de hablar español diariamente porque because that's my core subject. Portuguese is my general
Can I
elective.
share
Like I
something
don't.
with you? Can I share something with you in the middle of your
Yeah,
story?
sure.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but like
No, no,
I
it's
want to
okay.
tell you. I want to tell you a story. So this was probably 5 years ago. We had a number of I knew a number of students that were coming from Spanish-speaking countries that were coming to LA to study music production.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, it was right around that time. I'd have to go back and look exactly when it was, but you know, Despacito. Right? So that was the number one song for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And it was the first time that people had sort of woken up to like, oh, in the pop song market, in the pop musical industry, people were like, can you write anything in Spanish? Does she know anything in Spanish? Do you know anyone that writes in Spanish? And I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like people were asking people that weren't even native speakers, like, can you find a way to translate it? Can we, right? So I'm not saying like, oh, just like chase that because everybody thinks it's popular right now. What I'm saying is that could be super valuable for you because I'll give you another quick story. I've been hired as a music supervisor, scoring films and a producer. Most of my work, look at me, most of my work is in Spanish. Why? Because I speak Spanish, I speak Portuguese, I speak English, and I speak music, meaning I speak theory, I can understand arrangement, I understand production. So I was the guy that was literally the interpreter. I was like, okay, this is what the film needs. This is what the musicians need to hear right now. This is what the engineer needs to know. And this is what the music needs to do. So we're not in the wrong key. So if you walk into a session and say, yeah, do you go by Aryan or do you go by White Shadow or do you have like a way that you go by at the moment?
I go by Arma. That is what I named myself.
I like Arma. So Arma walks into a session and he's like, yo, I speak French, I speak Portuguese, I speak Spanish, I speak music, and I speak a little bit of production. Let's do this. Right?
Yep.
And imagine what you could do once live streaming is actually doing what we want it to. And you could be like, yo, Pablo, yo, Francois. And you can actually say, no, I want it lighter. And you can say it in their language.
That is right. Live stream is not what I want to do. It's just because I'm trying to get partnered so that I could make some side money to get some musical equipments, to be honest, because
what do you want? What equipment do you want?
Like I don't have a MIDI keyboard and like I don't have like I have a piano back home, but like it's just an electrical piano, but I just can't.
Do you know the keyboard that you want? Do you want an Akai 88?
I mean, anything would work as long as I have a piece of equipment I can work with. And like, there's, I don't have.
How much is that in India? You have any idea? And I'm saying that like, if you ordered it.
Like 10K. 10K, I would say. I'm not sure, but 10K.
No. It's impossible. 10K, like, are you talking rupees or something? Or are you talking like dollars?
Yeah, rupees. No, not dollars. No.
I'm like, what are you talking about? So translate that into dollars. How much is the keyboard? If you bought it today, if you went on, I don't know, some website and you're like, click, what would it be? How much would it be?
In like dollars?
Yeah. just so I have some concept what it would cost.
So it's like 10,000 is 132 roughly.
Okay, so it's like, I don't know, maybe $150
Kind of, yeah. Less than that
ish,
actually.
probably.
Yep.
Okay, so like, okay, so keyboards, let's say $150, which sounds about right. If we went to Guitar Center or if we went somewhere and just ordered it, a
Yeah.
decent professional like 4-octave keyboard, MIDI keyboard, is like probably $99 here. You could probably get one for $79 on
Oh,
sale,
shiz. Okay.
right? But let's say, just to be safe, it's $150 for that, and then you have a cable. Do you have a MIDI cable for the keyboard to go into the computer?
I don't think so. Even the
Okay, that
guitar is
doesn't.
not mine. You know, I really thank my roommate for letting me borrow the guitar. I did not know like we were gonna be in this lockdown for, I think it's almost going to be 2.5 months now, and I feel bad
Yeah.
for him that he took my guitar,
Oh,
but it's okay. Like he has a guitar, but he kind of broke a string, and the
yeah.
other strings were in my bag. So like that's kind of messed up. But you know, I'm just pretty glad that he let me borrow this, and I'm pretty happy with this. I'm gonna have to buy a guitar. I don't have like a classical guitar, but these are amazing. You know, the thing is like these are so spacious. You can
Yeah.
work a lot, and it's so much easier on the hand. It's like butter.
Yeah.
You have
Yep.
no idea what kind of guitars I've worked with. The action was this high, like it would hurt my fingers, but like now it's like super butter.
That's why you can play on that one so well. But
That's
eventually
right.
you have to
Maybe.
give that guitar back, right? Like you feel like, okay,
What?
you have to give your guitar back to your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. So like, look, I mean, and what do you have, Logic or GarageBand? How are you producing
No,
your
I
music?
work on Ableton.
Okay. Ableton's fine. So do the Chainsmokers.
I don't
I'm
know. I was
serious.
just, yo, I went to like my brother, my cousin, who I lived with in the first year. He was in an art college, and he had like a friend who had a friend who did some
Yo, Care
production.
Bear. Thank you so
So,
much. Just the intention. She goes, I have a classical guitar I don't
oh
play.
shit,
I wonder how much it
no,
would be to ship it to you.
no, Karen, don't worry about it because the shipment is too much. I swear, it's
Probably a
over
ton.
200 bucks.
Plus, it's over what?
Over 200 bucks.
Oh,
A
yeah,
guitar size that big, you know,
yeah,
the size counts, and they gotta, you know, protect it and stuff. The import
yeah.
fees, it's a lot. Don't worry about it, Karen.
Thank you, though. I love the love of your
Yeah,
girlfriend, man.
she's amazing. She's amazing, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, I mean, this is why I am on YouNow, like just to
For sure.
get partnered in the hopes of making some money to, you know, support my equipment. I don't have like walls. The only reason I'm not recording any vocals right now is because whenever I record my vocals right now in this room, it sounds like I'm in a bathroom and I'm, you
Yeah,
know, just recording on my phone because there's just so much noise. Even right now, there's just so much noise I can hear.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, I mean, what does it require for you to be partnered on YouNow in terms of the numbers? Do you know what you need to hit?
I think maybe 2K fans and maybe 2K or 2.5K fans. I believe in like a good audience, average
And you're at
audience.
like 600 and some right now, right?
Yeah.
2.5K. Somebody said, yeah.
Hey, thank you, Annie.
Yeah. So I mean, it's interesting. Like, I think it's cooler to just like talk about how live streaming fits into your overall picture and how you're sort of approaching it. I mean, it's. Have you noticed that just in the last 20 minutes that just talking about what it is you're trying to do and why you want to do it, people are
Mhm.
are reaching for ways to try and help you,
That is right. People are
right?
amazing here.
But it's also like, I think if you have something specific that you want, like that's why it was one of the reasons I was saying like, well, how much does that cost? Where
Mhm.
could you get one? That's easier for people to support
Right.
than like, oh, I'm just trying to like go to the next level. Like people don't know what to do even if they wanted to support you. But if you
Yeah.
say, and again, I don't know enough about live streaming to know, like, this is why I want to talk to people like you, because I feel like you're in it right now and you're actually living through it. And it's like
Yeah.
me running. It's like me running onto the field in the middle of a soccer game and being like, "What's it like to be about to score this point?" And you're like, "Oh, it's fucking dope. Watch this." That's literally what I'm doing right now,
Thank you.
right? So like, I feel like if you, and again, take this with a grain of salt, because I don't know if what I'm about to say is actually true or not, but I'll put it out there for you to respond to. If
Okay.
you start communicating more precisely and more obviously, like, hey, guys, thank you so much for listening. Whatever, here's a new song, etc. I want to get a MIDI keyboard. It's this one right here. Let me show you guys. It's this one right here. It's $89 US. It ends up being, 8,000 rupees. That's my goal right now. And
Yeah.
that's why I'm doing this every day. That's why I'm writing new songs. That's why I'm sharing with you guys. That's why I'm trying to get fans. You will get, my instinct is, not knowing anything except my own instincts, people will be like, that's cool, man. Hey, let's jump on. Let's help this guy. He's good, right? So what do you think of that idea? Because you're the one living it right now. You probably have an
Yeah.
instinct of whether that would work or not.
I mean, I would say that that would work because I've had a few people try and donate to my PayPal account, which unfortunately I did not know was not working.
Oh,
And
no.
yeah, so I think I have it working. I'm not sure, but I don't have anybody to like check it for me. But like, I think now it works. It does say like I can accept international payments and stuff, but that is what I've been trying to do. But like a lot of people try to, not a lot. I'd say like two or three, but like I'm really appreciative of those guys. I still thank them to the day. Like I texted them a big ass paragraph saying, just appreciating them for even thinking about it because that means so much to me. Like somebody's
Yeah.
trying to support me, somebody's trying to support my music. That means it's everything to me. So, I mean, I would say, being specific would kind of help. I'm not
Yeah.
sure how much, but being specific does give them, that they can actually think like I think you're right when you said they don't know where to go. Like if I tell them, yeah, it's this much, then they can actually think about it. Yeah, if not $90, I can maybe throw in some $20 so he can,
Right.
yeah, so
Because it's
maybe that
something
would
that,
help.
no, see, the reason I would want to do it if I was watching you is, number one, like $90 isn't like $900,000. It's like, it's doable. Like it wouldn't
Yeah.
take a whole lot of people chipping in $5 each to get $90. So it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't feel like, oh man, like how is this guy ever going to succeed? It's $90 from here. It's not that far. And two,
Right.
and I'm going to take a page from, if you go back, and this is for all of you guys. And by the way, I'll just say that for some reason on my app right now, it's sort of semi-froze. So I can't go back and watch the stream, and I can't see any of your comments except the moment that it comes in. So I apologize in advance that I'm not like, hey, thank you so much, and Care Bear, and like all you guys, Annie. I see you in the room, but I can't get back to the comments. So I'm sort of flying blind right now. So bear with me. But number one, I think if you have something that's doable that people feel like, oh man, like how do we get $90? People lean into that. They just did. And two, and I'm going to take a page from, I don't know if you know Emma McGann, but if you go back to any of our
Yeah.
previous live streams here, or if you go to our YouTube
He's
page,
awesome.
the tiny URL page, she most of the ideas that I have about live streaming are not my own. So like something that she did recently is she has a virtual concert and you can buy a ticket. And she's like, yo, anyone that buys a ticket, I'm going to just sign your name on my guitar case.
Oh, wow.
Right. So you could be like, yo, if you guys hook me up with this, this 88 key keyboard, every single person that's a part of that's going to have their name on that keyboard permanently. And you guys are going to, I'm going to show it. I'll be like, yo,
Oh,
Arma,
yeah.
thank you so much for
That's a
helping
dope
with.
idea.
So like
That is a
now
dope
people
idea,
are
yeah.
like, dude, that's awesome. Yuma asked, thank you, Tori. I got a text from Tori. Yuma asked
Yeah.
if you've thought by the way, Yuma is working at a studio, Bauer studio in Berlin, not Berlin, Germany, somewhere in Germany. So he asks if you thought about setting up a Kickstarter or Patreon page, which is a great question. Have you thought about doing that, or do you know?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I've ever thought about that.
So Patreon, are you familiar with Patreon?
I've seen YouTubers like just saying, these are my Patreon. Thank you, support on Patreon. I've never, actually
Patreon is
saw it.
almost like, you know how subscriptions work,
Uh-huh.
right? Like people might pay you $5 a month so that they can use the emotes on your channel and they can sort of get some extra stuff from you and have a tighter relationship with you. Patreon is basically a way of doing that that's more flexible. So instead of it just being within Twitch or within YouNow, it's like, yo, for $7 a month, I'm gonna give you all my songs first access. I'm gonna, you're gonna be able to get this and this and this and this and this, and it's a subscription. And people, so that way people can safely and easily like give you that $7 a month and feel like they can support you that way. And it's just you can define it however you want. You can define it however you want. It's a good tool. Tori says it's a pretty good tool, set up monthly payments, right? So that's one way to do it. That's one way to do it.
But like, I don't think I have a lot of people who like know me right now, but when I would have like, I would have some reach, then I would definitely think about Patreon. But I think I had a friend who made me a website. So that was pretty dope. I gotta catch up with him because I don't think I've talked to him in a while because of all this lockdown and quarantine thing. But I will definitely talk to him right now. And like, I gotta text him and stuff and like see how things are, how much we're progressing, because this guy was supporting me a lot.
So okay, you guys are having a conversation. I'm just gonna mention one more thing and then I want you to play some music if you want.
Okay. Sure.
If you have people that are trying to give you money on PayPal, I think you said?
Yep.
Venmo, PayPal. And like, you got to get on top of that and make sure that your PayPal's working. In other words, if you're being real and everything you've been talking about and everything you've been saying, Ludwigsburg, Yuma's from Ludwigsburg. That's a mouthful, in Germany. Everything you've been saying, I think up till now, I would bet that everyone that's watching is going, wow, this guy's like 100%. He's 100%. He's 100%. He's totally going to make it. But when you say to me, people were trying to pay me money and I just somehow wasn't able to get my PayPal working. That's not how a CEO thinks. That's not how someone who's going to move and into scoring position and score the goal that's going to win the game thinks.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't mean to sound the wrong way by what I'm telling
you.
I feel like fucking take care of your PayPal so people can support you.
Yeah.
Like otherwise.
The thing is, I did not know it was not working. I did register for it, but now that I know it was not working, it's solved. The next day I solved it.
Good. So then maybe I misunderstood you. So it's working now.
I think it's working now. I don't have anybody check it, but like when somebody tried to, I think it was Brianna Tarleton, if you know her. So she was trying to pay me some. She said she can do it. It's not processing and stuff. So I had to look, that night. And then I checked out and then I sent them a bunch of documents, called my parents back home. They have like some passport stuff and all that. So I had to like, get a picture of that, scan it, upload it. So I think I did all that and now it's working. I think
Care Bear said that you have to be there to accept it. And it's probably more complicated with international payments and shit like that. But like, think about that for a second. You might have a keyboard right now, or in 2 weeks, if you could just make sure. Like, I know that's not writing a song. I know it's not being out of nature. It's right, but like, fuck, like, imagine that's the 1% that's missing for you to have that keyboard.
Yeah.
Don't let that happen, because you literally have people on this screen right now that we all want to help you in our own way, and you're making it more difficult.
Yeah, I know.
You're like, oh, sorry, I need to. So
they want
I'm
to know,
saying
but
this
they
with
can't.
love. I'm not saying this trying to be like a dick, but I'm just saying, like, yo, man, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna shut up now, and I do it. Yeah, for sure. Play some music, dude. Play whatever you want to play.
I bet. Wait, so like, do I gotta play a song, or can it be the instrumental as well?
Whatever you want to do, man. I mean, this is just an opportunity for you to communicate as a musician. So whatever you want to do.
I'll play a song. I'll play an original, and before I do that, I'll just play this instrumental because I'm not sure if you've heard this, but since you did a lot of,
I would love to hear your new single. I can't remember the name of it. The one you mentioned earlier.
If We Could Stay This Way.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Actually, sorry, the other one, the newer one, the most recent.
Yeah, I think it's If We Could Stay This Way.
What's the other one that's a shorter title?
On My Own?
That one. That's my request.
So the one that I produced?
Yeah, I don't know if you could do it on guitar.
Yeah, I can. I actually did it originally on the guitar.
I would love to hear that one. That's my request.
I bet. I would love to play both because I gotta show off these, you know.
I'm gonna see if I can get some more people on.
Alrighty. Should I wait or something? I'm not sure.
No. I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm doing on my phone.
All right, then. Let's check it. The nature one? That is right, Karen. That is what I was thinking.
The nature one. Yeah, man.
That makes you really happy. So off your beatbox, you should. Oh, yeah, you were talking about the beatbox. Hey, what? You are master prices yourself. Oh, just took it. Check your screen.
Oh, snap. We just got an umbrella, dude. And see, this is how little I know what's going on. I just know there's an umbrella. Thank you so much. Who was that? I can't even tell. I'm so sorry.
Dan. That was Dan. Shout out to Dan.
Dude. Dan the man. Thank you so much.
Dan the man. He the #1 fan. Hey.
Thank you so much, Dan. Should I go get my castanets?
Say what?
Should I go get my castanets?
I have no idea what that is, but do what you gotta do. Oh shit! What? I don't know, but get it.
I can dance flamenco, but everyone would probably bolt. They'd be like, "Wow, this dude dancing flamenco right now. I have to go."
It's all good, yo. All you gotta do is dance. And I think if you're having, a problem with the chats, you should try and refresh.
I'm afraid that if I do that, it'll
no, it'll not end because you have no, it's not gonna drop. You can refresh and then it'll give you an option of broadcast
I'm on an iPad. It's wily.
Karen, do you know if it works on iPad? Karen should know.
What's up, Julia? We'll roll with it.
You can see me, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can only see one comment at a time right now, because I can't. It won't send me back to the original page. Sorry.
You can always try. I always refresh a lot of times. It's all chill, but I'm not sure about the iPad. I'm very curious to give us a serial latency works. You can ask him if he wants to put his ID. Yeah. You can. Yo. Unknown is asking you to put his IG down. Instagram. I hope that's familiar.
Ours?
Yeah.
Dude, we're so new. We literally don't have Tori. You can put yours if you want. That's kind of how we roll on the IG at the moment. We just started this 5 weeks ago. No, man. Yuma's like, I want to track you on Instagram, bro.
Wait, my Instagram? Yo, I'm so confused. I know you already have my Instagram.
I think you want
talking about yours.
What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is the same as my name. It's exactly the same. It's _ the white _
Yeah.
I think he is.
Exactly, Karen, yeah.
Not that off #Aryan. What?
Good. No. It's not frozen on the top. It's just like stuck in. I can just see like who's there. And I don't even feel like it's updated because I feel like there's more people in the room that I'm seeing because I'm seeing people commenting and they're not in my list.
There we go.
Don't worry about it, guys. Does it?
Right.
Okay, good. All good.
All right, so here we go. The flamenco piece I'll give to you.
Yep.
Yo. Yeah. All right, check it. This is going to get you dancing, eh? All right, here we go. The best part. Better be ready. Yo.
Damn.
There we go.
Everybody's at home going.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey.
That was awesome, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey.
You got to record that. Have you recorded that yet?
I've tried to record it 7 times. Oh wait, no, 7 at 7 occasions. But I don't know how many times though. But like 7 occasions, 7 different days, with like so many recordings just deleted and stuff. But like something or the other happened. I'm trying to record it, but like the thing is, I don't have a camera, or like, and my phone camera sucks. But what I do is right now is I just ask my cousin's wife for her phone because her phone's camera is dope. So whenever like,
what about recording it audio? Have you recorded it on?
No, I have not, because when I make videos, because the thing is, every time I play this, it's not gonna be the exact same thing. You know, something's gonna be here and there, something or the other. So what I do is when I record, I place my camera on a small tripod here on my bed, and I open Ableton, I click record in there, come back here, sit down, put on my headphones, click on record here, and then I record both the things together. So later when I can, when I go back to it, I have the exact same audio going. I just have to, play with the timings, and then I trim stuff about the video, the audio, and then, I just basically add like a small tile screen, and that's it. So yeah, it's cool. Doing it at the same time is better. I feel it that way.
For sure. Dope. Did you want to play one more? And then you can, and it's dinner time, dude. Thank you for joining us, man.
No, thank you for having me. I appreciate you. All the nice things you've said. You guys are dope. You guys are doing good.
Thank you.
All right, I'll play you. Wait, you asked for On My Own, right?
Yeah.
Wait. Can I play both though?
Yeah.
I bet. Here we go. That's the spirit.
Which one's first? Which one's first?
Which one's first? I don't know. It's up to you. You get to call.
No, man. Go for it. Just let us know which one you feel.
I mean, I feel like, just dancing right now, but I think I should do On My Own so I could end it with a bop.
By the way, just sorry.
It's okay.
Tori's, just give me 2 seconds. So for you guys that are in the room right now, I'm not being a dick purposely. I'm not responding to you. So Tori just texted me. She's like, there's some people that want to reach out to you. You're welcome to use my email. Sorry that my app's a little weird right now, but I'm happy to check in with you guys. And the whole spirit of this is basically like, for those of you that are in the room and kind of going like, what is going on right now? Mostly this is, I guess this is kind of like good to say before you start. I'm a consultant in the music industry, and about 8 weeks ago, I decided to publish some things on live streaming. I didn't know a lot about it myself, and I just knew it was going to be an important part of what was happening in music kind of moving forward. So I reached out to a lot of companies. I reached out to a lot of artists. I interviewed Emma and Sherry Hugh for our publication, and I've just sort of been moving into this space with my partner in crime, Tori. She and I have basically put this together just as a way to understand what the fuck is going on, and not just see it for like the superficial, live streaming, you can do it from your living room, cool, but like why does someone do this? Why does it matter? What are the good ways of doing live streaming? How can people make money off of it?
True.
How can people waste a lot of time doing it if they're not doing it the right way?
That's right.
So most of what we've done over the last 6 weeks is talk to people who've been doing it for a while and are doing it and are really like kind of been crushing it for years and years. And because I figured, okay, let's talk to the people that have been doing it. But then I also really want to speak to people who are like right in the thick of it and really trying to figure it out and moving into the live space arena, because they're trying to make moves in music. And so I kind of want to hear your perspective as well, and also connect with people that I think have a lot of potential, so that we can, maybe if I find this person here that's doing this, I can connect you guys. Or maybe if I discover, oh, these guys are doing a little showcase over here. Hey, you need to know about White Shadow, whatever. So I don't really know what we're learning, but we're just in it, and we're trying to sort of listen right now. So, so anyway, the reason that I said that too is, any of you guys that want to reach out to me, my email is just my full name, peter@peterpetro.com. So if you want to hit me an email, or just connect with Tori, who's our coordinator for these. Also, if you have any artists or YouNowers that aren't necessarily, you know, artists, but they're music people, or people that you think are good at what they do, or that you think we should bring on and just do this kind of thing, just an open-ended, like, yo, what do you think's going on? Where could this lead? Let us know. If you guys in the room have anyone, let us know. Even if I don't respond to it at the moment, Tori will see it, and we'll see it later. And we'll follow up. So I'm done.
Yeah, Annie asks if I'm on any other streaming platforms beside YouNow. So
are you on Twitch?
Yeah, no, I'm not on Twitch. I don't know how that works. I tried going on Twitch before it came to YouNow, but I thought that was like a total game stream thing. So I did not understand it much, so I had to drop the idea. And then, you know, I actually used to broadcast 3 years ago when I was in my 11th grade, I'd say. But then, you know, I had to move, and it all just kind of vanished, and I just forgot about it. And now I'm back with like a fresh start. So much better.
You started on YouNow back in the day, 3 years ago?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But now I've just started again with like, it's really a fresh start now.
Right. So, I mean, again, like I said, none of the ideas that I share at the moment are mine, because I'm so new to this that all I can do is sort of pass on stuff I'm hearing from smarter people. But one of the things that Emma says, that she said on one of our live streams about, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, was like, if you're moving into this space and you're trying to get things done, like, find a platform that is easy and comfortable for you first, and just build there, which is what you're doing, I would say, on YouNow. So if Twitch feels somehow intimidating for you, again, it's not my advice, it's her advice. Just build, get to 2,000 fans on YouNow. How long did it, when you started more recently on YouNow, right?
Yeah.
How long has it been since you started on YouNow again, more recently?
I would say about 3 months, I would say.
So basically, if you account for a little bit of growth, you're at like 650 fans or something now, right?
Yeah.
So if you double, and that took you 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
So certainly by the end of this year, you'll be a partner.
You know, not necessarily, but like once the lockdown opens up, it's gonna be so much more hard work, so much more labor with every other thing going on. I'm not sure. Like,
I disagree with you. I think if you're serious about reaching that target, and you tell people every day, hey, I need to get to 2,000 because this is where I'm going to make my start, and you guys are going to help me, and here's how you can help me. And you're serious. If you're not committed to doing that, then the people that are trying to support you won't be committed to doing it.
True.
If you've reached 650 in 3 months, dude, there's no reason you can't hit 1,200 in 6 months. And there's no, and you'll probably move faster than just the same thing you did the last 3 months, because people are going to talk about you, and then those people are going to talk to other people. So you should be able to hit 2,000 within 6 months, like by the end of this year. And if you aren't, you're not doing this aggressively enough. And I don't mean that like I'm trying to be like, I'm just saying, like, if you were blessed with 650 people who support you right now,
right,
and you know that 2,000 fans means that you can actually start to make money doing this, and you're close enough that literally 6 months from now you could do it if you were serious.
True.
Anyone in this room that thinks I'm bullshitting, put your hand up and say, I think he's exaggerating. I'm not. We all want you to be there, but you have to go and do it, right? So I just think the worst thing in the world is, like, you could do this stuff, but somehow it somehow doesn't happen because it's just not, I don't know, it's not clear enough or something. So we would all love for you to be able to reach that goal. And
Thank you.
I think part of it is you being serious about it,
Serious
saying,
about it and consistent. True.
because that translates on every single live stream you do, whether you say it or not. You don't have to say, hey, everybody, I'm blah, blah, and do blah, 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 blah. But like,
True.
people see it when you walk in and you're like, come on, I need 5-10 more people coming in today to support this, because I need to be a 2000 so I can buy my keyboard, so I can produce that record that I can't wait to get to you guys. People can tell, like, wow, this guy's for real. And then they want to support you.
True.
So like, please.
I have so many songs waiting to just get out. Like I'm doing, like, I think you already know, I'm doing the 30-day songwriting challenge.
Yeah, I heard.
So I think it's day 19 today.
Yep.
And like, I think I have around 14, 15 songs. And I've messed up a few days, but it's still okay.
Cool. All right, I'm going to step up my soapbox. I feel like I'm getting annoyingly like self-righteous.
Oh, no. What? Heck no. No, I
play some music, man.
I'm always
play some music. Play some music.
For real. Thank you for telling me all that, like, for real. I appreciate it. But the thing is, like, I'll tell you what's happening right now. So the thing is, I used to, like, not a lot. Okay, the thing about YouNow is, like, it's much easier for girls than it's for guys. So, like, the thing is, yeah, but
even that mentality, I won't even let you go there. Even if that is statistically true, don't even let your mind go like that.
No, look, it is that way. But the thing is, what I do is I approach differently because I have a different time zone going on, you know. So what I do is I usually go and guest people. I mean, I know you see me a lot of, so I do a lot of guesting because that way, like, you know, even though they already have a fan base and people who are in the broadcasts and like they have a large audience, you know, I go there, I show my talent, and like a lot of people, you know, just hop onto my stream, come to my stream, and you know, it all depends on like how many people you got and like how many people who want to guest you. But mostly people are really supportive; they just guest, you know. But like if you're at like a really lower level, because of some guys, you know, like it says, some guys spoil it for everybody. So like, I think there have been people who just show off their dicks and stuff. So that's kind of messed up. That is why people usually don't guess like people with lower levels. But like, if you are at a good level, people usually guess you and stuff. They're pretty supportive. And I think it's pretty dope that, you know, you can get to connect with a lot of different people, you know, just by guesting and not only by broadcasting. Like even right now, I guested with you. I was on broadcasting. I think I have like 7-8 fans already, like from this broadcast, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So like,
it's because our audience is so huge.
True. Yeah.
I think we have like probably 25 people. I'm just saying.
25 people right now?
No, total.
Oh, it's all good, yo. Mostly, like,
but I also want to give you some props because I feel like I was kind of like being hard on you for a couple minutes. One of the reasons that I thought it was great to bring you on is, and I want to share this as an idea that you do and that people can learn from. I don't see anybody else doing this multiple times a day to try and hit different time zones so you can be available to be guesting, and that's something you do. How is that going? How have you been able to do that? Are you changing your sleep schedule for this?
Oh I don't have a sleep schedule, if I'm honest. Like, I don't know. It's just like whenever I don't have something to do, I just go and sleep. Like, there's this Rise Your Mic thing. It's a competition right now. A lot of people here are also in the competition.
Okay. It's called Raise Your Mic. What is it called?
It Rise Your Mic for some reason. I know it freaks out grammar Nazis like me, but yeah, it's called Rise Your Mic. But so it's a competition. It's by, do you know who Magda Kaminsky is? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I mean, I know the name. I know she does some things on YouNow, but I'm not.
Yeah, so she has this competition organized and she does this. So the thing is, they started the competition. The audition day was, I think it was around, like, I was called for an interview on Matthew Williams' stream. I think it was around 5 p.m. EST. That was around 3 a.m. for me. But like, I had to, like, I told them I'll be there. And when she told me about the competition that it's going to be at 7 p.m. EST, that freaked me out. I'm like, oh shit, there goes my sleep. So I think
Oh,
for
right.
me right now, with all the rounds going, I think
Yeah.
my slot falls somewhere around 6:30 in the morning. But now that I have my sleep schedule so fucked up, like I don't even know when to
Right.
sleep and stuff. So like it's very obvious that I don't, fall asleep until 3 or like 3:30 or 2, kind of like that. But like lately I've been forcing myself to sleep early
So
as possible.
unknown, you've been making some comments about partners and partnering and stuff. And forgive me, I'm only seeing it like one at a time and then it goes away. But like, what would you recommend? Are you guys connected already? Do you guys know each other?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you have like a recommendation on anything that would be partner program? Is there anything that we could put out there or try and help to get this guy on the partner program faster or easier or better that we're not doing or that he's not doing? Because again, I think that's something that everyone can learn from, but obviously we're trying to help you streamline the process.
Thank you, man. I
So
appreciate that. That
too much
means
to
everyone.
say. Yeah, I got you. Okay, all good. I guess it's just you need 2.5. Like for example, on Twitch, there's a hack, right? There's a SoundCloud hack, so you can become a SoundCloud Pro member and you can become a affiliate, I think, or something like that on Twitch. Like boom, just a couple
Oh,
bucks and you're in, right? And that's temporary. That just happened more or less kind of during the pandemic. So there's things sometimes you can do to sort of like skip a step or two. And I don't have any problem with that. I think everyone should be able to have subscribers. You should have to work for partnership.
yeah, I think that's a good suggestion. Like, if people want to support you, like there should be an option. Like, but like partnership is something like, when the app pays, but its subscription is like basically people's will. So I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah, I mean, my comment to that, and it's coming in from the outside a little bit, but like, I mean, you could always have a Patreon subscription that exists independently of your YouNow. And you could always say to people on your YouNow, yo, if you guys want to support me on my way to being a partner that can have subscriptions on YouNow, go to my Patreon page. And instead of paying $5 to YouNow, pay $5 to Patreon. And I think you probably get, I don't know how much, if you get more of that 5 or less of that 5. But
Yeah,
there's always ways to do that. You don't have to wait until someone gives you permission to have subscribers.
true. But like, I think, yeah, like Karen, like, she has her PayPal on a screen. Like even I got like my PayPal just links like on my bio and stuff. So like people be supporting times but like I think it's only been 2 people, I'd say, or I don't know if it's been one. But Brianna asked me recently. That is what I remember. So it
Yeah.
was not working. So I got it to work. But I think I'm gonna try and make a Patreon page right now as well, and I'll maybe add
Cool.
that.
Dad is
Maybe I'll do
still
it
watching.
tonight.
Thanks, Tori. Totally. I mean, like, I think whatever you can do to support yourself using and supporting YouNow is a good thing, right? So I just think that while you're trying to sort of figure things out, whatever you can do to get there that adds value to your audience and that is
True.
cool for what you're trying to do is valid. And I think these
Fine.
different platforms exist to support you and to provide an audience, and you can kind of use them in a mix. I mean, most of the people that I talk to that are doing this have a mix of things they do. It's not just one thing and one sort of set of resources,
I think it's
because your
yeah,
ability to support yourself helps you continue to do stuff on YouNow. And I don't know,
that's
I
right.
just think, right?
Like I'm literally on YouNow to share music and like honestly to gain some money. I'm not even kidding. Like I gotta be blunt about it, but it is what it is. Like I
So
just
get to
wanna.
2000, man.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
trying, man. I'm trying. I've been streaming a lot, and like usually I stream for like 2 hours and stuff, but not a lot of people come in. But like then when I go to other people who are literally just talking and stuff,
yeah,
and like I'm playing songs all along, but like sometimes people are just talking, and I see like the audience is like 43 people inside. I'm like, oh shit. But then I
right.
raise my hand and maybe try and ask them to guest. So sometimes they guest, sometimes they don't, but it's all good. Sometimes I gain a lot of fans, sometimes I don't.
Yeah. What do
It
you
is.
think is better, to go onto a stream that's actually music oriented, kind of like ours, or to just pop on with a bunch of people that are hanging out and be like, "Yo, I got a guitar."
No, obviously, like if it's dedicated, if it's obviously, specified, like it is a music stream, I would obviously go to the music stream because, I know I'll get an opportunity there. And like I would actually be able to connect with a lot of musicians. But like when I don't see anybody of my friends, like who are on the musical friends, I just go and guess people who are trending. At least try and guess them, because the trending people have a lot of audience. So I go on and ask them if they want to guess. Sometimes they're like, "No, we're not guessing." I'm like, "Okay, no problem, sure thing."
Sure.
And then I just yeah.
Are you connected with Dash Pena? Dash Pena?
I mean, I've guessed at him like a couple of times, I get, but he's a dope guy. I think he knows me.
I love that guy, man. I mean, I don't know him
He's
personally, but I
dope.
love his stream, and he's like insanely talented. And that to me is a cool space because it sort of balances like the music and the non-music. But he's
Plus, he has
super talented.
going around. It's dope. I love his vibe.
He's just really talented. Like he's
Sure.
really talented. I would love to have him on here, and hang out with him. Cool, man. Play some music. I got to bounce shortly, but we really appreciate you being on. And like, I feel like this is just sort of like our initial moment of meeting you and connecting. But like, let's definitely stay in touch, and anything else that we can help with. I'm gonna, Tori, can you post the link for the music registry page? It's something that could be useful for you, and we can get it to you by email as well. But it's just like a bunch of resources, including these different platforms that exist, and what Emma talked about, what Sherry Hugh talked about on her interview, like just stuff that might be useful for you. And like I said, as we can, any other ways that we can help you moving forward, man, like don't hesitate to reach out.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Like it means a lot to, get criticism from somebody who actually knows what he's talking about, who's actually there, who's actually lived it. And like really appreciate it. I think I skipped dinner for a good reason.
Oh, that's sweet. Well, and let me just qualify that. I mean, I have worked in music for 20 years, so I do know what I'm talking about in that space.
Heck, I believe you.
But I don't know shit about live streaming. So it's like it's both at the same time. So I've learned a lot from you, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate that you're in the game right now. And it's most people are on the sidelines and they're like, "Oh, this is a fun game. Oh, that guy's really good. Oh, maybe he's going to score." You're on the field. And people are kicking their legs, and people are trying to defend against you, and you're on the field. So respect for being on the field.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. I mean, you're on the field now as well, so it's all good.
True enough.
On the same page.
So play some music, man. Do some outro. Play, yeah.
Hold on.
And thank you guys for coming.
So on my own actually began with this melody that I had. No, I think it's on the second fret. I don't even remember, but I think it was on the second fret. So what happened was I was just watching the sunset one evening, and I had my guitar. I was just thinking of melodies and stuff, something, because like, okay, the thing is, music inspires me more than lyrics, if that makes sense.
Sure. Same here.
Yeah, I listen to instrumentals all day long, but like sometimes, I have people saying, yo, this song has got dope lyrics, this song has got this, it says that. I mean, it's all good. I appreciate, I respect, but at the end of the day, I think the music is what matters to me. And like I would listen to instrumentals. That is why I'm really addicted to classic piano pieces as well. So I play piano and the uke as well, if you didn't know that. So I've been trying to do all that and like get onto it. So I had this melody that I made on the guitar, and then I had it converted into my piano. And then I thought, why not build it? So I just used the MIDI to get the notes on there. And that is like, that is how the song developed around, with all the violence and stuff adding. Like I don't have anything bought on Ableton. Nothing is like legal. You know, if that makes sense. It's all pirate and
Get
stuff.
it.
It's all
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So I have Contact, but I think now it's gone corrupt, so I cannot use Contact anymore. But I
No.
think I have Serum. So Serum works. I did some sound design stuff. I had some violins and stuff here, and you know, it was just dope creating it. And when it was done, I could not believe it was, you know, it came out that way. But like this was the melody. So kind of like that. So this is, so I got really inspired with it, and I was like, oh shit, this is a dope melody. I have to build something around it. So I just picked out 3 chords from this,
Right.
and I heard this song. If you've heard of Avicii's "Fades Away," it all just fades away, and like this is where it goes into like a double BPM drop. You know,
Totally.
I thought, that is dope. Why not do it? Exactly. Why not do it? So I started so slow.
Man, is Clem in here? Ativ, I saw you're in here. I got some friends that are producers on the stream, and I just
Oh wow.
I'm gonna have to send this to them later if they're not on now. But like, there's some people in my life that would like totally understand exactly what you're doing right now, and they'd be able to literally walk into that room and be like, "Let's try this, let's do this," and you'd be like, "What the hell?" Like, a lot of it's who you bring in, right? Not just like what you're trying to do, but like, does that person get it the way you get it?
Exactly.
You and Ativ need to connect. I don't know if you're seeing Ativ. I just realized myself that he's on here because I went on.
Yeah, he's on here.
Yeah, so you and Ativ, I will connect you guys. You guys need to connect. Ativ, what part of India are you? Forgive me, dude. I don't.
Oh, India. What the?
Yeah, I don't know where you are. Ativ's the real fucking deal, man. You guys need to connect. He could produce the shit out of some stuff. Ativ, where are you, dude, right now? Mumbai. That's right. You're in the Bollywood capital. So is that so? You guys need to connect. I would also like to connect you with a guy named Clement, who, if he isn't on this stream, I'm gonna kick his ass later. I don't think he is. But okay. So you were working on this melody. You had these 3 chords. It was similar to the Avicii song. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's about it. So I thought, like,
Yeah.
let's make it a double BPM kind of drop. So I think the song starts at 85 BPM, and then this melody just drops like 170. So that's what I did. Yeah, it was dope the way it came out, and like if you've heard the song, you know how it has a melody that's, you know, it's still kind of orchestral. It has all the horns going around, but then it kind of opens up, transitions into this new phase, and then the drums come in with the melody, and that is the dopest part to me. It gives me the chills, especially when I'm high.
I like how the whisper is louder than when you normally talk.
What? Oh no! So like, you know.
Yeah, I gotcha.
No, my cousins can't hear me, so. Or I'll be
Ativ, I'm glad you're here, brother. It's been too long. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
All right, here we go. So this is the song, On My Own. It's my longest song, but I think I'm just gonna do like half of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, even the half of it is like around 3 minutes, some seconds. So
Tori, if I don't know if this is too much to do in the next couple of minutes, but if you can find, there's a YouTube link. I think I sent it to you. If not, I think it's in our Google Doc. There's a YouTube link of this song. If you could put that in the notes so that people could also hear like the recorded version of it.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Because, you know, I want people to hear that as well.
Thank you, bro. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'll add some reverb so it sounds much more dope. Here we go.
That does sound
so far away from home, living this life all alone. Some distant place I don't belong to. Calling for help, there's no response. No one seems to care how hard I try. In the end, it all falls down. Somewhere far away from home, living this life all alone. And I know I can't be living this way right. No one would help me but me. And I know I can't be giving up tonight. I got me, myself, and I. And on my own, on my own. Been through dark alleys on my own. And on my own, on my own. I can make it through on my own. And on my own, doing what's right on my own. On my own, doing it all on my own. Yeah, it was something like that. There we go.
Y'all get it? Y'all get it now? Yeah, it's awesome.
What?
Damn. See, and what's cool about that song is like, and not to like overdo this, but like a lot of the things that people can see that you're doing on YouNow are like very, it's like fireworks with your guitar. And there's a lot of very dope shit you're doing that people are like, wow, it's really impressive. But that's a melody, dude. Melodies are something different. And like, that's a fucking melody, man. And so, you know, yeah, it was inspired by another song, and that's cool. But like a melody not only is like, I mean, I don't know, I think someone told me recently for an interview that Quincy Jones said, melody's where the genius is.
Hey, thank you.
It's so hard to get notes and chords to do what you just did. It's so hard. It sounds easy once someone figures it out and can do it.
True.
It's very, very hard. But also, that's the kind of shit you can build a career on. Melodies is something people want to hear every day. And they will play it and push play and buy tickets and support you. So like that shit is really great. And I don't know, if, you know, I think Ativ just said this has so much potential. I know, bro. And so I think to get back to something you said earlier, that was you said it, I didn't say it, but like if you sit and work with some producers that are just the right people that can pull more of that out of you and capture it in a little bit, you know, like more professional way and just move you forward that way. And then that can be something that, hey, you come to my Patreon page, I can give you these records I'm putting out with my boy over here or whoever you're working with, and you put those out, you know what I mean? Like, keep doing that stuff.
Like, Atif, I would want to show you this, like, if it's okay, right? I just want to play
anything you want to show me, dude.
I just want to play it on my YouTube.
I have 15 more minutes, but I know you're hungry too. Yeah, show me whatever you want to show me.
Bro, the hunger is, you know, in here.
No. Yeah.
There's no hunger in the stomach now.
Yeah.
It's all
so
hunger.
let me mention something just because it might be useful for you, and you seem like someone that wants a little feedback. So Ativ says something here. Some structure would help this become so catchy.
True.
The way I would interpret that is, the sort of professional musical term for it is arrangement. And that sounds like a very boring term, but it's actually, that's the architecture of why songs are so sticky. A lot of it is arrangement.
Thank you.
Right? So like, for example, the first song that you played today that was like the flamenco style thing, for me, when you said, oh, this is the best part, why are you waiting till the fucking end of the song to give us the best part? That's not right. Sometimes in a Hollywood movie, you learn a minute, you know, an hour and 45 minutes in, oh, that's what was going on. And there's a big payoff. Yeah. But in music, you don't want to wait until the last moment of the song to give us the very best part. It just, so I would say, as an example of arrangement, like try and start that song in reverse and start it at the part where you think it's the best part and put a melody like this on top of that song. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. Yeah, I know exactly.
So get the part where it's like everyone would shut up and listen to you for 2 minutes if they were walking by on the street and be like, oh,
true.
The chords get someone's ear. And then while you have their ear for 2 minutes, give them something that they're like, oh, that's pretty. And they're like, hey, let's stop and listen to one more song. So for me, like that part at the end of that song is where you got 2 minutes of someone's attention and then give them a melody like this. So to Atif's point, like how that song develops and how that song moves from like first second to the 10th second to the 30th second to the B section or whatever it is you're going to do. Right now, it's a little one-dimensional. It's basically a melody that's fucking dope. Everybody felt it, but it's kind of just that melody more or less over and over and over in different ways. And it's still got everybody. It's still got everybody, which tells you have a real melody. But it's sort of like you don't have enough in the background going on and enough sort of variation and enough like, oh, it goes from here, but then it goes up to here. So so spending some time with the arrangement of it. Do you know theory? Like, have you studied theory?
Not a lot of it, but a bit. I believe. Do you know what
these chords are?
What, these chords?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just playing like 2 notes. I don't know what these chords are called, but.
Atif, do you know those chords off the top? Can you from ear training? Do you know what those chords are? So the point
G,
is
F, G, A minor. Like if play it on like without the capo. But
well, not only without the capo, but you're voicing it. You know, on a chord, it's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. You know what I'm talking about right now?
Yeah.
So you're voicing it in a way that's very what's called open. So you're not hearing a chord like, oh, this is a C chord, 1, 3, 5. You know, it's you're playing it with notes missing. And so it has this openness to it. So it's also about not just the chords you're using, but the inversions or the voicing.
True.
But the reason I'm saying all that nerdy stuff is like, that's the stuff that drives an arrangement. And so the more you get into that, the more you learn scales, chords, theory, the more you'll be able to say, well, shit, on the B section, maybe we'll go to the relative major. You know, E minor, which is C, or like whatever, like you start to learn some of these things and say, oh, we could do, you know, actually, wait, E minor, the relative is G major. So like, you should know.
I'm learning, like keep learning stuff. I was learning about the other day, I was learning about the circle of fifths. I get something like that. Yeah, so I was learning about all that.
We don't have to get into like a whole bunch of stuff that most people here are gonna be like, what the hell are they talking about? But suffice to say that like on YouTube, from a book, from a Kindle book or whatever, like you can learn music theory, and it makes sense for you to learn majors and minors, scales and chords.
True.
Because all of a sudden you'll be like, oh, now I can really do.
This gets more interesting.
Really do some crazy shit. Yeah.
Wait, so I wanted to show Atif this thing. He said some structure. So like, I wanted to show him my arrangement. I'm not sure if you heard it on YouTube, but let's hear just the drop where it drops. Hold on.
Hi, Yuma.
Let me know if you guys can hear it. Were you guys able to hear that?
Yeah, but it's kind of fuzzy and gnarly.
Oh, let me try again.
Yeah, for sure.
Here's where the drop comes in.
Yeah,
I feel like that was a good bit.
that's so. I guess my comment would be, and Ativ, I don't know if you can concur with this or not, but like in music theory, so all of those chords are in a way living within one scale.
Yeah.
Right. So the difference among them isn't that great because they all more or less follow the same notes. Actually, they're just at different parts of that scale. If that makes sense. So because of that, they play really well together, and you can move from one to another, and it's smooth. But also because of that, when you move through them, there's not a lot of difference. There's not a lot of change. There's not a lot of motion forward, right? So I would say that if you could bring other sounds, other key centers, other scales that are not totally unrelated, but somewhat unrelated, so that you don't have this like family of chords that sound pretty similar.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep. Kind of like
for example, and this is just basic theory, but like, you know how many sharps are in, say, E minor?
No, I don't actually.
Okay. Do you know sharps and flats yet?
Sharps and flats, yeah.
So how many sharps are in C major?
5.
Nope. So
C major.
Something that C major has no sharps or flats.
But the black keys are the sharps, right?
They are. C major has all white keys.
Oh no, wait. I thought you meant like okay. I understand.
You thought I meant E.
No, I thought
E major.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't want to get too like boring and theoretical
I understand
here, but like this is stuff, and dude, we can chat about this before. I mean, again, we can do like a theory class sometime. But
of course, I would love that.
I think, but what Ativ and I are probably thinking at the same time is like, yo, you have this germ of an idea that's really magical. The magic is there, and now it's about what's. It's almost like you have this really perfect main character for a story. Now, what's the backstory? How do you set that up? Who does this person work with? Or who did they fall in love with? Or what did they save? Or what did they go through? Right?
Yep.
And so that's the story. So, I mean, dude, maybe we'll do like a collab where we can kind of like work on it with you or do some stuff. But hopefully this helps.
Yeah, I swear.
For sure. So I have 5 more minutes. You guys, thank you so much for coming on. Now I can kind of see who's here. You got one more? You want to play one more?
Yeah, I got one more song if that's okay with you.
Do it completely.
All right, hold on. Here we go. So this song is called "If We Could Stay the Same." If we could stay this way. Yeah.
This was inspired by the quarantine, right?
Yeah. Oh wow, you remember? All right, that is dope. Okay, here we go. This one is pretty. I wanted to save it for the last.
For sure.
No, not creep. Just the research doing his thing. I respect that because I do that a lot. Here we go.
Tori knows.
And you gotta know what you're talking about. So it's all good. It's all good. All right, here we go. the rooftop of my house, and I'm watching the sun go by. I hear all these birds and I hear all these sounds I've never heard before in my life. And I think to myself, how beautiful this is. I wish I could just pause for a second, and then when I finally embraced all of it, I close my eyes and think, what if we could stay the same? Hey, hide our pain. What an escape from reality. What if we could stay this way? Hey, how crazy, how insane it would be. What if we could do that? Whoa, what if we could do that? Sipping on a cup of coffee and I'm watching these birds fly by. I'm writing down songs on my guitar and all of this just makes me cry. And I wait for the sun to come out again and rise while I bid a goodbye. And I'm talking to myself while I'm watching the blue skies. And I close my eyes and think, what if we could stay the same? Hey, hide our pain. What an escape from reality. What if we could stay this way? Hey, how crazy, yeah, how insane it would be. What if we could do that? What if we could do that? What if we could walk? No, no, no. What if we could walk? No, no. What if we could stay the same? Hide our pain. What an escape from reality. What if we could stay this way? How crazy, how insane it would be. What if we could do that? What if we could do What if we could stay the same? Hide our pain. What an escape from reality. What if we could stay this way? How crazy, how insane it would be. But what if we could stay the same? Yay! There we go.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
I love this song.
Thank you so much for playing some music with us today, man.
Hey, thank you so much for having me, and I appreciate all the comments, all the feedbacks, all the criticism you've given me, all the support you've showed. I really appreciate it, for real. It
Yeah,
means a
come
lot.
back. Come back. And I kind of like, we came up with some interesting stuff today. Like, I don't know if maybe it'd be useful to help chat through arrangement ideas with people, or theory arrangement ideas, or stuff people are trying to do with their music overall. But like, you're always welcome to come back. We do this Wednesdays and Fridays, same time.
Okay.
So right before dinner.
Yep. I gotta go.
Go get
It's
some
midnight.
chow. Thank you guys for coming by. I like
Thank
that
you for
song as
having
well.
me. I appreciate it.
Thank
man,
you,
for real.
baby. And again, I apologize for not being a little more interactive earlier, because like I just haven't been able to.
Hey, no, it's all good. You're really
Yeah.
interactive. I really liked it. It was dope. You know, I'm glad I did this, for real. I appreciate it.
Likewise, man. All right, so we'll definitely stay connected, and we'll do some more stuff again. Thank you, Arma.
Heck yeah, man. I would appreciate that. Thank you so much. For
Of
real.
course,
It
of
really
course.
means a lot.
You know how to catch us. So like, if there's anything outside of this that we can help you with, just hit me up.
Bet I would. Like, you know, like you said, I would really appreciate that theory thing if you have time any day.
Let's do it. Let's do it in a group setting so we can like.
Yeah, maybe you can,
You know,
you know, just
Steve's really
broad-
hip to this stuff.
you could just
we'll take it
advertise
through.
it, and you could just maybe invite a lot of people. I would have somebody help you out. You know, you could just hit up unknown he's a dope guy. He's like a scout on YouNow. So like
Cool.
he's really helpful with all that stuff. He really helps out everybody. Every big person here knows him, and he knows everyone here. And
Awesome.
if you ask him, maybe he would help you out. And you can just advertise, and maybe you can keep like a theory session, for everybody, because there's a lot of musicians out here. So a lot of guys would be interested to come in. So if you do this, and you just throw in some good words about yourself, this and that, you worked in this and that here and stuff for this long, so people would know, hey, there we go, unknown. Heck yeah, it's a whole scout panel. You're one of them.
You got a scout panel? Right on, man.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, I'm down to help however
You should
I
do
can.
that.
Cool. So, unknown, dude, if I can connect with you or whatever, if you're interested in chatting more, I'm happy to chat.
That is the scout panel, yeah. Those people.
So if I can help. Oh, cool. Okay, so that's.
Oh yeah, Karen is in.
Awesome.
That's right.
Okay, so I'm super new to this whole world. So anything I can do, okay, I will, for sure. Arma, peace out.
Bro. Yep, heck yeah.
Thank you so much for all your words, Tori. Thank you for your help today. Right on. Thank you, guys. I gotta jump. Thank you, Arma. We'll be in touch. Peace out, dude.
Yep. Peace out.
Keep it up.
Heck yeah. Bye-bye.